Previously on Blue Heelers.
Kirby had a gun to his head today. He blames Constable Peroni for not backing him up with good reason.
I was conducting a brief examination of the exterior of the building.
I usually charge for this kind of service.
Well, I could offer to pay you by making dinner.
Told you, boss. Told you not to look at me.
Ease up, mate.
You saw me.
I didn't see anything.
He let me go to that warehouse on my own. Do you reckon he set me up?
I'm bloody scared. I reckon I might have spent my whole life in the wrong job.
Wrong job. Wrong marriage.
Alex. It's your lucky day, boss.
It was dark. I heard him shout. I ran over, all right?
Sold me out.
What are you talking about?
So much for backing each other up.
Cut that out! What do you think you're doing, boss?
You travelling all right? I placed a young girl into the hands of her killer. I just lost a prisoner. My family will not return my calls, and I'm thinking about having an affair.
How bad is it?
She's still unconscious.
How did they get in?
We're not sure yet.
Well, be sure. Check all the downstairs doors and windows. Upstairs as well.
She's got a pretty solid blow to the head.
Any ID?
Nothing.
Where's Chris?
I've killed her, haven't I?
No, she's breathing, Chris. Just don't know how badly she's been hurt.
What happened?
I heard a noise and I came downstairs to check it out.
So you closed for the night. Lights are off, doors were locked.
It was late.
We'll find out how they got in.
You started without me.
I came downstairs and I went to the office and I could see someone there. They were at the cash box and they grabbed at me and there was a knife. They must have cut me.
Well, where is it?
Haven't found it yet.
Search for it.
So I just ran from the front and I could hear them running through the bar and I just wanted to defend myself.
And that's when Kelly found you?
Yes, she turned on the lights, and that's when I could see it's just this young girl.
Kel?
Oh, well, it's just that when I came downstairs, the lights were already on. Because I heard you calling out for help, and we'd had a few drinks, and I was a bit slow getting out of bed.
What time was this?
About 5 to 12. And when I came downstairs, Chris was standing next to the girl.
Yeah, Jones? Any sign of that knife yet?
Nothing.
All right, get on to Rayner and Peroni, then keep searching.
There's blood on the switch. You must have turned it on after you hit the girl.
An attempted burg. It could have been a lot worse for her. What's the latest on the girl?
Well, Susie's on hold at the hospital. Last I heard, the girl still hadn't regained consciousness.
No luck identifying?
No, not yet. I'll put together a full description to circulate it.
Do a check on all known offenders for burg and theft. If that doesn't work, fingerprints.
Right.
How are we going with the knife?
There's no sign of it yet. Well, maybe there was no knife.
I beg your pardon?
She was in a state of shock when we spoke with her.
If Chris says she saw a knife, she saw a knife. Anyway, you saw her hand.
Jonesy, had Chris been drinking last night? Kelly said she had a few. What about Chris?
She might have had the odd drink. We were helping her fix the dining room.
Chris isn't to blame for this. She was defending herself.
Boss, can I have a word? This is a serious assault, so it actually falls under CI's responsibility. I just would have appreciated it if you'd waited until I got there last night before questioning Chris.
I think you're overreacting here, Detective. I simply got there before you, that's all. Anything else?
No.
Hey, Amy, it's now a good time? Sort out PJ's office. It's a big space to fill.
Yeah, well, I thought maybe a couch.
A couch, yes. Well, I'll get onto property services. I don't like your chances, though.
Sarge, phone for you.
Who is it?
Could I have your name, please? He's just hung up.
Kelly, Joss.
I like what you've done with the place. It's very zen.
You guys were both painting the dining room at the pub last night?
Yeah.
Well, prepping it.
Drinks were laid on?
Well, Chris needed a hand. Since the bistro went belly up, she's only got the bar trade, so...
She was going to turn the bistro into a gaming room.
Did Chris drink with you?
Yeah.
How many?
Well, she gave us a bottle of whiskey, and yeah, she would have had a few shots throughout the night.
How many's a few?
Hang on, what's this?
Joss?
Oh, I didn't actually see her drinking, so I don't know.
Listen, Chris has got enough worries lately. This is the last thing she needs. We should be getting behind her.
Hey. How you holding up?
I just want to know how the girl is. The hospital won't tell me anything.
We don't know yet. Did you get some sleep?
Oh, I tried, and I need to know if I can open up the pub today.
Well, it shouldn't be a problem, but I can ask the boss.
I'll handle this if you like. Why don't you come through?
If there's anything that I can do.
I just need to know if I can open up the pub today. I can't afford to lose any more trade.
Sure, just take a seat. I've just been going over your version of last night's events.
My version?
Yeah, and I've just got a few more questions, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure, if they're quick.
Had you been drinking at all last night?
Oh, I'd had a few.
How many's a few?
Just a couple, whatever.
Whiskies?
I wasn't drunk.
But you had had a couple.
So?
What time did you close up last night?
I went to bed at 11:30.
The Imperial's usually open till midnight, though, isn't it?
It was a slow night, so I closed early. I wanted to get up first thing and do some painting.
So there were people still in the bar?
Funnily enough, they were cops.
Who was the last to leave?
Joss locked up. Look, if you're going to accuse me of something, can you just come right out and say it?
No one's accusing
Look,
you.
I didn't come here to get the third degree. I just came here to find out if I can open up my pub.
Go right ahead.
Thank you.
What's going on?
I just had a few more questions for Chris.
It looked to me like you were treating her more as a suspect than a victim.
Well, there are some inconsistencies in her story.
For example?
She claimed that the light was off when she hit the girl.
She had just been attacked.
Or she was trying to cover her tracks. What if the girl was in plain view when Chris hit her?
Why would Chris assault her?
I don't know, maybe someone just stumbled in and Chris mistook her for an intruder.
Anyone who was in there was an intruder. The pub was closed.
Are we sure about that?
Is this all you got to go on?
Well, we still haven't found the knife.
Surely you're not suggesting that Chris cut herself?
No, of course not.
Then it doesn't sound to me like you've got enough to build a case on.
I'm not trying to build a case. I'm just trying to be thorough.
Morning. Fine.
Joss, can I have a sec? So, you were last to leave the Imperial last night?
Yeah.
What time was that?
11:30.
Well, Chris said she went to bed at 12:30.
Okay, 11:45. Stayed to finish the bottle. Couldn't let it go to waste.
Does Chris usually leave you to close up?
No, but she was zonked last night. I mean, exhausted, she needed to crash.
So she just left you downstairs?
Yeah, she told me to lock the door when I left.
And did you?
Yeah. I think so.
So it's possible the door was wide open?
Oh, no, not wide open, maybe unlocked.
Sorry to interrupt, but we may have an ID on the pub intruder.
How old is your daughter, Mrs. McCarthy?
She's just turned 18. The doctors think she may have brain damage.
I need to work out Shauna's movements last night. The pub was actually closed when we found her.
Closed? Well, what happened then?
Shauna may have been on the premises unlawfully.
No.
And the publican thought she was an intruder.
The publican did this? Well, why was Shauna at that pub?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out.
No. That is not my daughter. Shauna is a good kid.
Can you tell me her movements last night?
She was studying at her boyfriend's house, and he's a lovely boy. She's shy. She's an A student because she works at it very hard. She takes things very seriously. This is not her.
Mr. Kane?
Yeah?
Hi, I'm Senior Detective Fox. It's about Shauna.
Yeah?
I'm afraid she's been injured.
What's happened?
Well, we can't really say at this point, but Mrs. McCarthy says she came over here last night.
We were studying. We've got a stats exam.
What time was this?
She came around about 8, left at about 11.
Heading home?
No. We were both pretty tired. She felt like a drink, headed off to get a bottle of wine. I thought she was coming back, but I wasn't worried when she didn't. I thought she must have just headed home.
So she was buying wine? From?
The Imperial.
There's now sufficient doubt about every aspect of Chris's story.
I thought I made myself clear. There is no case against Chris Riley.
I'm the only member of CI at this station now, and with all due respect, I'm not answerable to you. If I think there's a case, I'll pursue it. If you have a problem with that, I suggest you take it up with the St David's crime coordinator. Look, I realise that this is very difficult for you. Chris being your friend.
What have you got?
Well, Chris claims to have been attacked with a knife. 2 searches, we still as yet haven't found the weapon. She also claimed that Kelly turned the light on, a claim refuted by Kelly and by the presence of blood on the light switch. Thirdly, she underestimated the number of drinks she'd had. And finally, an independent witness has placed Shauna McCarthy in the pub as a patron. The door was open, the light may have been on, and it all happened within standard opening hours.
What about the cut on her hand?
Well, how should I know? Maybe, just maybe, she was trying to cover up a mistake.
Now you are talking absolute rubbish.
Boss, I'm really sorry. I have no choice. I have to charge her.
Then you are on your own.
Have you heard anything about the girl?
They've induced a coma to stabilise her, but that's not why we're here.
Oh, well, look, I'm flat out. Can it wait?
I'm afraid it can't.
I've got a bar full of thirsty people. I am short-staffed. I can come down to the station later if you like.
Chris, I know this is difficult.
Difficult?
But you need to come with us.
No, I can't.
Chris, just do it.
Do you want to do this somewhere else?
What?
Chris, I'm arresting you for assault. I must inform you that you're not obliged to say or do anything, but whatever you say or do may be removed.
Tom.
Chris, I'm going to have to inform the Liquor Licensing Bureau.
As soon as you charge me, they will take away my licence.
I don't have a choice.
This will ruin me.
This way.
Fine.
I take it she's not cooperating.
Well, can you blame her?
Have you got something to say, Jones? Why don't you say it?
I thought she could have expected better treatment, boss.
She appears to have assaulted that girl.
She thought she was doing it in self-defence.
And was possibly mistaken.
What if it was self-defence?
There's no evidence to support that. There's got to be something. Maybe we haven't looked hard enough.
Did you ring liquor licensing? Thanks for nothing.
Chris.
After you. Thomas Police Constable Peroni. Yep, just a sec. Sarge. Yep. Call for you, line 2.
Yes, Sergeant Mark Jacobs. Who's this? Yeah, well, sir, I can hardly be expected to talk to you unless you're prepared to identify yourself. Now, any more calls like this, you'll be charged under the amendments to the Telemarketing Act 1998. Good day to you, sir.
The what?
It's a bluff. Gets him off the line.
Are you off, Sarge?
Yes, Regional Sergeants meeting, unfortunately.
Sounds exciting.
Oh, it will be. You forget places like this exist.
You haven't been here before?
No.
Not with Penny. It's all right, we can mention Penny. She doesn't have to be like some cloud hanging over us.
Never thought of Penny as a cloud before.
You're not happy, are you?
No. Well, I'm a bloody mess, really.
I think I'm falling in love with you. Oh, no, I scared you off.
No.
No, I'm sorry. I've scared you. I don't want to force you into anything. I just want you to know how I feel about you.
Okay, what's the address?
How are all those regional sergeants, Sergeant?
Oh, you know, usual barrel of laughs.
Sarge, we've got a road rage.
Right, take Jonesy, will you?
Take Kirby. Jones is busy.
Get out, bitch! Get out of the car, bitch! Get out now! Don't make me get you out. Is that what you want?
Hey!
Stop!
Step away!
What you want?
Hey! Drop the weapon!
No drama, boss. I was here first and now I can't get my car out.
Just move around this side of the vehicle.
That woman couldn't drive a shopping trolley.
Mount Thomas 208 to VKC.
Go ahead, Mount
Are you okay?
I need a set of usuals and a white Magna, Foxtrot, Mike, Juliet.
Should have stayed calm, you're right. I was just pointing out to her that she needed to pull forward so I could get my car out, but she wasn't listening, was she?
So you smashed her windscreen?
Just trying to get her attention.
Well, now
Mount
you've got
Thomas
ours.
208 receiving.
Vehicle in question is registered to a Terence Arthur Swanson of Bly Street, Mount Thomas.
Look, I'm really sorry that you had to get involved in this, but I'm calm now. I'm willing to pay for the damages. I just want to get back in my car and go about my business.
In a hurry to get somewhere, Mr. Swanson?
Not particularly.
Good, because you're coming with us to the station.
Don't usually have a temper.
Sure you don't.
Ah, g'day.
Could you keep an eye on him? It's just I want to check out.
Yeah, sure.
Just printed off the list of your prize, Mr. Swanson. It's quite a record you've got.
And I'm not proud of it, but that's got nothing to do with earlier.
Road rage is the least of your worries, you asshole. Aggravated assault, assaulted burg, knock over the occasional warehouse to you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you remember me?
I've never met
Thompson's Warehouse, Pearson Street, last week. You put a gun to the back of my head and made me kneel. You would have killed me. Not so game now it's face to face, are you? It's him. I know it is.
I thought you didn't see his face.
I'd know that voice anywhere.
Peroni?
Boss, it was dark. I didn't see him. Yeah, but you heard him speak.
No, I didn't. Look, that bloke in the corridor could be anyone. I've never seen him before.
Then why did he say hello to you?
How the hell should I know?
All right, let's talk to him.
All right, but he comes too.
Oh, mate, I didn't see him. I don't know how much help I'll be.
That's never stopped you before.
I said we'll talk to him.
You remember Constable Proney, don't you?
Never laid eyes on him.
Sure you did. He's the one who dragged his heels when you stuck a gun in my ear.
He needs help.
The afternoon of the 10th. Where were you?
Still got no idea what he's talking about.
Just answer the question.
The 10th, what was that? Like, last Wednesday?
Well, let me refresh your memory. You were knocking over a warehouse.
No, I was down in Melbourne.
Oh, you want to narrow it down?
The Boston. Port Melbourne. It's a bar. Is that narrow enough for you?
Doing what?
Sinking a few. What do you reckon?
Well, can anyone confirm this?
Sandy's a barmaid, she'll tell you. It's not much of a crowd on a Wednesday, and I guess I'm pretty hard to forget.
So does Sandy always cover for you when you're pulling a job?
You can't accuse me without evidence.
I'm not surprised you know your way around the law, Mr. Swanson. You've seen your fair share of police stations.
Well, I'm not denying that, but I had nothing to do with this warehouse job, so you're going to have to get this guy back on his medication and let me out of here.
I understand you smashed a car windscreen earlier today.
I'll make that good. I'll fix the bloody thing myself.
Which means we may still be looking at criminal damage.
Come on.
You're not going anywhere till I say so. We've had confirmation from the barmaid in Port Melbourne.
It's a crock.
Possibly, but we don't have anything concrete to link him to the warehouse burg.
What? Apart from a positive identification from the one person who was there.
Constable Peroni.
Oh, Constable Peroni. You're not going to do anything about this, are you?
If all we've got to go on is the sound of his voice, it's not enough.
I want to search his house.
Forget it. Charge him with criminal damage and let him go.
It's an understandable mistake. I often get mistaken for other people. Crooks and all, eh? Guess I got a bit of a rough head.
Sign there.
Get out.
Hope you catch the bloke that did that to you.
No, I will.
Jeez, you must have shat yourself, eh?
Mount Thomas Police, Constable O'Rourke speaking.
Where's Jonesy?
He's doing something for the boss, apparently.
Did he say what?
No, I'm out of the loop.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
Thanks. Sarge, that was the principal of Mount Thomas Primary. He's got some guy out there taking photos of the kids in the playground.
All right, Alex.
Thing is, Sarge, the guy said he was a friend of yours.
Friend of mine?
Knows you by name.
Five minutes, very impressive.
Hey.
Easy, tough guy, I'm getting my wallet.
All right, Mr. Lehman, what's your story?
Please, Solly.
The principal said you'd mentioned my name.
I had to find some way to get your attention since you wouldn't talk on the phone.
Right, well, if you'd have given me your name...
Over the phone. Then you look me up, find out I'm a private investigator, maybe you hang up again.
All right, well, unless you can give me a very, very good reason, you'll be charged with stalking, sir.
Can we talk without your mate?
Just let me deal with this, will you?
Step into my office. I prefer to let the pictures tell the story. I've played this scene out hundreds of times before, and it always plays out the same. You say there's nothing incriminating about these photos? Keep going. Then you say, my wife, my husband will understand. This line of argument never lasts for long, thankfully. Then finally we arrive at the two simple words that are music to my ears. How much?
Who hired you?
It's not important.
It's important to me.
Don't worry, it wasn't your wife.
Alan Anderson. Bloody bastard.
Yes, he's a bastard. But he's a bastard whose wife is cheating on him. Morally, we're on very thin ice. But then I'm not much of a one for morals.
Right, what do you want?
I'm giving you the opportunity to buy the photos. Double the price what he paid me, but cheap at that price. I report back to the bastard that his wife isn't stooping anyone. Everyone wins.
Could arrest you on the spot, you know.
Why would you? I'm meeting Anderson tomorrow morning at 8. If you want to take up my offer, call me before then. If not, suddenly your life gets a lot less simple.
Get out of here! How dare you! Get out!
Chrissy. Chrissy.
I just wanted to give her these.
This is not your fault.
Can you believe her nerve?
Well, she obviously feels bad about what happened.
Well, she nearly kills my daughter, then she turns up...
How is Shauna? I was hoping I might be able to speak with her.
She's in a coma. She may never wake up.
I'm closed.
Yeah, I heard.
For good, maybe.
That's not going to happen.
The Liquor Licensing Bureau thinks I'm not a fit and proper person to hold a licence.
This will blow over, Chrissy.
How long's that going to take? By the time it goes to trial, I'll be bankrupt.
I want you to go through what happened last night.
I've told them, Jonesy. No one believes me.
I do.
I heard something and I came down the stairs. And when I got to the office, I could see her.
Okay, what'd you say?
Well, she was at the cash drawer and there was a torch and the knife.
Okay, so someone was in the office.
And I slammed the office door, grabbed something, and I ran out the front.
Okay, shut the door. Shut the door, then run for it. Go. Yeah, heaps of time. There were definitely two intruders.
I don't understand. What are you looking for?
Did Shauna have a mobile phone?
Yes, it's here.
Was she in any trouble?
Trouble? No.
Didn't owe money to anyone?
No.
Wasn't mixing with the wrong crowd?
No, of course not.
What about Todd? What can you tell me about him?
Todd's a lovely boy. Can you tell me what's going on?
When we get to the bottom of it. Can I take this?
Find anything?
Sorry?
The boss asked you to look into the pub break-in.
Yeah, I might have had a sniff around.
Behind my back. So did you find anything?
Oh, I probably should tell the boss.
It's my case. You report to me. So what did you find on Shauna's mobile? Olivia McCarthy just rang in tears.
The boyfriend called Shauna's mobile a few times last night. At 11:50, 11:55 and 12:03.
Let's go.
I probably should check with the boss.
I'm the detective. You coming?
Don't mess with my papers. I'm writing an essay. It's like...
An essay? Is this the one Shauna was helping you with?
Yeah.
Remind me, what was the subject?
Statistics.
What's this?
So, I've got a knife. I've had it since Scouts.
Carry it round with you, do you?
Sometimes.
Were you carrying it last night?
I didn't go out last night.
Oh, that's right. Shauna came over here.
Like I said.
And then she went out to get some wine at the Imperial.
There's nothing to do with me. She went off for a drink.
And you and your knife went with her?
I didn't see her again.
You found the door open, walked in, tried to open the cash drawer when the publican disturbed you. Now, was Shauna on lookout? Is that why she ran into Chris? You knew she was injured and you just left her there.
I was at home. I was asleep.
You called Shauna just after you ran out of the pub.
Shauna? Are you alright? Look, just call me as soon as you get this, okay?
We had an argument. I called to see how she was.
Well, we'll be having your knife tested, and if we find any of the publican's blood on it, that should be enough proof. Todd?
The door was open, but there was no one around. I talked Shauna into it.
The publican found you and you cut her hand.
Oh, I was scared. She came at me. I heard Shauna scream and I just ran away. She didn't need to hurt it like that.
Todd, you didn't need to be there.
So what are you going to do?
About what?
The blackmail. Come on, Sarge. Sam Spade calls you out of the station to talk.
That was a private
Put
matter.
that together with the fact that your regional sergeant's meeting is until next week. I take it from the camera around his neck he has photos?
Yep.
Compromising photos?
Well, compromising enough.
So what are you going to do?
Well, if I don't pay him by tomorrow morning, Penny will know everything.
Maybe she'll understand.
I don't think so.
Well, maybe if you just let it happen. Don't do anything. I mean, everything will change, but maybe it'll be better. There'll be a chance to start again, a chance to be, I don't know, happy.
Yes, maybe. By the way, how did you go with your warehouse burglar?
No, hit a brick wall. The boss won't approve a search warrant.
Is that right?
Hello. Hang on. Who's going to put everything back where it was, Hey, careful with those, mate. They mean a lot to me. Why don't you just bulldoze the place? Maybe whatever it is you're looking for is buried under the foundation.
All right, Mr. Swanson.
Next time someone sticks a gun in your ear, maybe they'll do you a favour and finish off the job.
Did you really think we'd find anything? Thinks they had plenty of time to get rid of any stolen goods, stash the weapon. Alex, you can't let this guy get to you.
I had a gun at the back of my head.
He was going to pull the trigger.
If Terry Swanson's the guy, we'll get him.
No, he is the guy.
Well, then you need to pull yourself back together.
I'm fine.
No, you're not. You should see a counsellor.
I just need to crack Swanson.
Have you been back to the warehouse?
I was on my knees. I could feel the barrel of the gun by my ear. And his voice, he called me boss. He said I was making him do it. I was bracing myself because I thought, and he ran off in that direction. Pulled the wire off that window and got out there. And he would have known we were radioing for backup by then. So he had a couple of minutes to get clear. He must have stashed his gear somewhere.
So when am I supposed to have used this?
How about when you're knocking over the warehouse?
I have never seen the firearm in question in my life.
Then your prints won't be on it. In the meantime, I'm sure you won't mind spending the night in the cell, leading senior constable.
Up.
I want to make a deal.
Well, that would mean you'd have to have something we wanted.
I have. Information about police corruption. At this station.
We're listening.
I'm not talking to you about it. This is your cop shop. This has to go to an inspector at least.
Boss? Will we be ringing the inspector? On that moron's say-so, not on your life.
Well, shouldn't we at least listen to what he's got to say?
Why? He's obviously a liar.
Oh, so we're just going to drop this?
Kirby, the man may have pulled a gun on you. Get over it. Yes?
Todd Kane made a full confession.
We also found the knife and the messages on the girl's mobile. We worked together.
It's good news for Chris.
She's not out of the woods yet.
But her story checks out.
The girl is still unconscious. Whether or not Chris's actions were justified will be determined by the courts.
Well, at least we've proved it was in self-defence. Liquor licensing will have to listen.
Yeah, there is that.
So I can tell her?
I'll tell her. Chris? Chris? We've just charged your burglar.
So now you believe me?
It was never a question of believing you.
I expected more.
This could still go to trial. The girl's in a very bad way.
I know that. But at least I won't lose my licence.
I've asked the Liquor Control Board...
Because
to
I don't
take
have a
suit.
licence to lose.
You haven't sold.
Just signed the papers.
Oh, this is lucky. Didn't think I'd be able to get here, but Alan's gone out, so I'm meeting.
Yes, I know.
What, you didn't set something up to get him out of the house, did you?
He's meeting with a private investigator who he hired to watch you.
What?
And he has some photographs
What sort of photographs?
of us.
We don't have to pretend anymore.
No, it's all right. I've paid him off. Alan won't know a thing.
Oh, no, I don't care if Alan knows. I want him to know. I'll tell him myself. This is the best thing that could have happened. Now we can be together and we won't have to lie anymore. You know, these last few weeks with you, they've reminded me of what I've given up.
I know, it was the same for me.
Was?
Melanie, I can't do this anymore.
No. You don't love Penny, do you?
No,
You're going to stay with her?
I'm not cut out for this. My daughter,
We can work it out.
I can't.
Boss, have you got a sec?
Take a seat.
I just wanted to lay down some ground rules so what happened yesterday doesn't happen again. I know PJ ran CI for however many years, and I know that the two of you were close. That may have meant that you had some say in CI investigations.
Where it was appropriate.
Well, I wanted to let you know that those days are over.
Chris was defending her pub.
And if we'd run the case your way, we would have had no chance of proving it. Chris would have been charged eventually. ESD brought in because of your involvement, and we would have had no time to prove an attempted burg. I'm not PJ. I'm going to have to run things my way. Of course, you're welcome to give whatever input you like, but as far as everyday decisions, I'm the detective at this station. And what I say goes as far as CI is concerned.
Is that all?
For now.
Boss, we've got a situation. The inspector's in the building. I felt obliged to at least let you know.
What the hell's he doing here?
Yeah, talking to Terry Swanson.
Are you responsible for this?
No, I am. I rang the inspector.
Perhaps I didn't make myself clear.
No, you were clear.
Gentlemen, tell Senior Sergeant Croydon what you just told me.
It was no coincidence, sir. I ran into your coppers at the warehouse the other day.
You were caught in the act of burglary.
I was there because I was paid to be there. And the gig was to give this young smartass here...
Leading Senior Constable Kirby.
Yeah, to give him the fright of his life.
You expect us to believe this?
Paid by whom?
Well, who do you reckon? That wog out there?
You mean Constable Peroni?
Yeah, that's the one.